Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you may be. Welcome to yet another fantabulous episode of the Fluid Talks podcast. With me, one. Nope.
Yup.
Oh,
I was psyching you up, boy.
Too late. Anyway, you threw me off my groove. But anyway, with me, one of your hosts, Michael.
Hiyo ni kufanya piu 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 ama ni kufanya
like this is post, so like I've said my name and then I'm like hey as other people talk. Like the idea was that you go as I'm doing my thing.
Kohotsi
Vader himself.
Nice. Very nice.
Do you like my deep voice today?
No.
You're not taking it?
No.
Then I must speak like this.
Okay, sour. Okay.
I'm exploring new voices.
That's nice. Okay, so if you want to do a deep voice,
Yeah.
you talk like this. You know,
No.
it needs to be like the Vin Diesel voice where you almost can't hear what he's saying.
Ama are you trying to imitate Ben?
No. Oh, maybe he is. I don't know. Maybe he is.
No. I'm just trying to do me, man.
All right.
This is how I talk, man.
Okay. Have you guys been though?
Keep telling yourself that.
Have you guys been?
I've been good.
Have you guys been?
I've been good, yeah.
I'm
I've been
not
good.
asking
Thanks.
I'm not
Yeah.
asking you. I'm asking the dear listener who has the misfortune of hearing me whispering.
And sadly, or not so sadly, you can see to the right side of your screen,
Oh, sorry.
we have a new guest.
I am so sorry.
To the show.
Bro, I am so sorry. I am so used to looking at them. Sorry.
Nothing should change. You should still look at them.
Okay.
Introduce yourself by your government name.
No. Just the audience may know you as
Guy behind the microphone.
Bingo.
Not
Yes.
anymore.
He does that as he adjusts
Indeed.
his
To prove a point.
volume stealthily. So the guy behind the mic decided to join in today. And since he is here, how have you been? How has your week been? I don't think we've had the opportunity to really ask you that question.
That is true. But I've been well. I got a flu.
Uh,
I got a flu from youngsters
Okay.
who yeah.
But it's good that, you are helping parents keep their children.
are they your own
Yes.
or
No,
yet.
not his own.
not your own?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Not his own. Not that. not that we know of.
Yes.
Not that we know of.
Indeed.
But there might be some that we don't know.
Hey.
Yeah.
Please ignore me.
Anyway.
Ignore me during this session.
No, we can't.
No, we
I'm
can't
just-
ignore you.
I'm just here for
Moral support.
indeed.
All right.
Mm.
Yes.
All right. Excellent. You guys have been good?
Crystal.
Nuts. I forgot. Sorry. Carry on. Crystal?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, Checky. Wait, no, Checky. This was you.
Wait, Checky, listen. Such an original Wait,
Checky.
Nokia phone.
Checky, Checky. Hold up. This was you.
What
This
did I
was you.
do?
This was you. There we go. Okay, now we are
I
good.
just put it on vibrate.
No. That's the worst thing you could do. Silent is when it's really silent. The joys of the knockoff life.
And then make sure you do the
Oh wait. Oh yeah. So I've been enjoying the knockoff life. It's a nice life.
Are you addicted to the smash?
Oh
Or
yes.
The sound.
No. Like there are times when I'll just absent-mindedly play with the flip. Or for those on video, I'll just play with the flip, and it's just yes. If I get annoyed at Tony, which is like always,
Ooh, I like the sound though.
yes. Anyway, I've been good, but
But
other than talking about ourselves, we have other things to talk about.
yes, unlike you, who has been very good, FTX has not been so good.
Wait. On to your news.
Yes. FTX plunges by 80% after Binance announced that it's planning to buy FTX. So if you don't know FTX, it's trading platform for cryptocurrencies, and they do offer more than just trading, I believe. They went into some trouble with how they had basically liquidity problems. Let me put it that way.
Like many Kenyan businesses that go under.
I am not knowledgeable enough to make comments. But yeah, so Binance stepped in, announced that it's planning to do something about it. And literally, this is probably one of the most interesting stories in crypto for a very long time, where a platform was bought in less than 48 hours. Like, the world knew there's trouble.
Mhm.
Then, like, Monday, he tweeted.
Then Tuesday bought.
Tuesday sold already.
Ain't that something?
It says a lot about the crypto space right now. And it also says do not mess up with the CEO of Binance. Which is a bit scary because that's like a monopoly kind of a play in acquisition. Like, just read on the story, make up your own thoughts. But I think it's like a very fascinating precedent of what the state of crypto is right now. Yeah. Do you own any FTT?
No.
That's too bad.
Will you own anytime soon?
Give me the money, and I might. Real money, not your invisible money, Johnny.
Hey, it's cryptocurrencies. You want me to?
I'm not talking about crypto. Crypto is visible to a degree. What you're doing is not visible at all.
Are they not the same concept? Made up money.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I know you're baiting me, but I actually disagree. Like, I mean, to some extent, yes, but I disagree.
Ooh, for once.
I disagree. Like,
ladies and gentlemen, I never thought this day would come where Michael actually supports cryptocurrencies.
Wow.
The world is changing. Another historic moment.
After he's always hating.
You guys are the real heroes, eh? Mimi. Anyway, carry on with your news.
Are you dating a girl who is in the cryptocurrency space?
No.
No, the
No.
question is he even dating?
That's a good question. And wait, I
Tell
don't
us-
need to answer that with
Tell us
listening.
down on the comments.
Hey.
Type S for single and T for taken. Let's see which one wins. Should do like a YouTube poll or something.
No.
Also an Instagram poll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're over to your news.
I'm assuming majority of us here are using GitHub Copilot.
I actually do use Copilot.
I don't know if I'd say majority. Majority is a strong word.
In the room.
Yes. No, it's a strong word.
You don't use it?
No. I don't use Copilot. I mean, it's a neat idea. I say that give it a try.
The reason he doesn't,
I haven't.
the real reason he doesn't use it, because he's like toxic masculinity.
Ah.
So even when he's in a plane, he's like, I need no pilot. I'm a pilot myself.
You're an idiot. and don't think we didn't hear the toss kick.
Yeah,
We
I know you
heard
heard it. Yeah.
We heard it.
But moving on, yes, as you are.
Moving on. So the GitHub and GitHub Copilot is owned by Microsoft. And Microsoft is being sued.
Oh.
You just got served.
Yes. So there's this programmer lawyer. He's called Matthew. And he's suing Microsoft, GitHub, OpenAI for... GitHub is violating... Wow.
That right there is a violation.
That one?
Mm-hmm.
The terms of open source licenses and infringement of programmers' rights.
And what are they?
You know the way when you're using... There's this free license we use, MIT.
There are a couple of them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
GNU Public
MIT, Apache, those
GPL.
ones, yes. Where you have to say you got the license from these guys. Now, Microsoft is not even...
Respecting.
Yes.
Interesting. I need to read up on that case. I might be infringing in other programmers' work by using Copilot, is what you're saying. Well, just make Copilot open source and it solves everything.
Okay, you're done with yours?
Yeah.
All right. So, Silk Road theft. You may have heard about it. there was a hacker who stole 50,000 in Bitcoin from a Silk Road hack.
Damn.
So anyway, so he was
50,000 coins.
yes, which
Translates to
3.3 billion at the time of the action USD.
Oh yeah, because then it is below 20k right now.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
anyway. So when his when his residence was searched, this is what was found: 50,491 Bitcoin hidden in an underground floor safe and on a single board computer submerged under blankets in a popcorn tin inside a bathroom closet.
What?
That's one item. 2, 11.12 Bitcoin. 3, $661,900 in cash. Then 25 physical Bitcoin valued at 174 BTC. 4 1-ounce silver bars. 4 10-ounce silver bars. 3 1-ounce gold bars. And 1 gold coin.
Wait, where is he
Oh,
getting these bars from?
That's not important. It's just such a weird mix of things. Anyway, read more about it in the link found in the description.
That's a whole lot of investment, though. It's worth a lot of money.
It is. Oh, sorry. In March 2022, he voluntarily surrendered an additional 825.4 Bitcoin to authorities. In May 2022, he gave up 35.5 billion. I mean,
Where is he getting
35.5
all these
Bitcoin.
coins
Sorry,
from?
35.5 Bitcoin.
Is he a miner?
Hacker. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
He hold on. He sold. I mean, he stole 50,000 Bitcoin from Silk Road. Do you know the dark web marketplace?
Mhm.
Which, as an interesting point, had a book club.
Really?
So, what sort of books were they reading?
Anything. But I find it so weird. It's like, hey, yo, check it. Just come. Yeah, we sell drugs and stuff,
But we also read
We
we
read
also
books.
appreciate literature. anyway, so he stole it by exploiting a flaw in the market's transaction system.
Ooh.
Yes. And that's it for my news. Do
Very
you
nice.
also have any other news? Yes,
No,
no?
unless our guest has any new piece of information he'd like to
Adjust
share.
his volume.
Honestly, I keep forgetting he's on the show. Honestly.
No, unfortunately, I do
Ye-
not have anything. No, I'm just here for the sound to make sure you guys sound
He's
good.
trying to say you're Kuroko.
What?
In English.
Kuroko no Basket. Who has watched you
What?
get it, right? Man, you're not cultured enough for this.
I have
Continue.
a One Piece spoiler.
Wait, bro.
No, it's my news.
No.
Yes,
no.
spoil.
No.
Spoil.
It's my-
No. Shush, bro.
It's my
Bro,
news item.
We will fight.
Spoil.
All right.
We will fight.
Okay. I have nothing more to say.
Excellent. Thank you for appreciating.
Thank you, Kuroko.
Thank you for appreciating our time here. Yes. So we're done with our news. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Hold up.
Please don't tell me you actually edit this thing. You put the harmonicas into play.
Oh, by the way, you guys need to get me a new harmonic. Like this is starting to show its age. Thanks.
Can I say it?
No.
Old is gold, my friend.
No, I
Please.
don't want you to see my harmonica.
Please.
No, in fact, I'll put it anyway. On to today's topic of discussion. Now, unless you have been living under a rock, which I have, but you know,
I'm a caveman.
news gets to my ears either way. Twitter now belongs to a South African. Wait,
Yes.
Well,
what's his
he's
residency?
He's
South Africa?
American.
Does he have dual citizenship?
I do not think so.
Okay. Anyway, yes. Twitter is now in his possession. An individual named Elon Musk. And first of all, I have to say, I did not think he'd go through with it.
Oh, really?
I didn't think he'd go
Why
through
not?
it. Well, let's see. Given that he said, "Oh, I want to buy Twitter," and then, it looks like Twitter has a bit of a bot issue. No, I think I'll pass, and then withdrew, and then went to court, and it seemed like, honestly, the offer was just a way to delay the court case. To me, that's what it seemed like. So I didn't think he'd go through with it,
And he did.
and he did, at the initially stipulated
For
terms.
Igbo billion,
So my question is,
Mm.
why did he back away in the first place?
Well, I guess because Twitter wasn't very transparent with its ops.
And all of a sudden it was?
No, I think he eventually bought it because of legal obligation.
Oh, see,
And also,
was it because he couldn't back out one because he said, I'm going to buy?
yeah, because it
Bitcoin?"
affected the stock price and everything. So it's what is it called?
Thank you, guy behind the mic. He has three citizenships. I knew Canadian was in there somewhere. So South African, Canadian, and American.
Oh wow. South Africa allows
Welcome.
more than one, I guess.
I mean, so does Kenya.
We only do
Mm.
two.
But that's more than one.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
There we go.
Where was I? Yeah, I think it's more legal obligation, and also somewhere along the way, I think he saw a future of Twitter, of what it can be.
Mhm.
And yes, that future. Tell us about that future. What before we get into things really, like what do you see in that future, Tony? Glory. Tell us.
Okay, I'll let ladies go first.
I see people paying for verified accounts.
Okay.
I see him being politically biased.
Everyone is politically biased.
No, but Twitter had a policy where they won't comment much about politics.
But Twitter is not commenting about politics.
He
Elon
comment-
Musk is commenting.
Okay, he said he won't be commenting about politics, but he did.
Yeah, as an individual, not as Twitter. I genuinely don't understand why people are attacking Elon Musk, to be honest.
Boom.
It's a bit-
Fight. Sorry, carry on. Pretend I'm not here. I'm the guy behind the mic as well, but number two. Fight. Carry on. Fight. Go on.
I see people moving to, there's this new one people are transferring to.
Mastodon.
Yes, that one. That's what I see for Twitter.
But here's one thing that that is interesting to me about his whole goal about free speech. Okay, and I think this is something that most people don't understand, is that free speech is only free speech if it aligns with what I think is free speech. Reason being, and this is like a very good example that Trevor Noah gave, is now anyone can buy Twitter Blue for $8, right?
Yeah.
And that means it's verified, right? And so people went ahead and paid to, right? So you get a blue check. Elon Musk had a blue check before, and now many people went ahead and changed their name to Elon Musk, so it looks like it's actually Elon Musk tweeting. And he got pissed off and said, and like delisted all those tweets and said, if you do not state explicitly parody, like this is a parody, then like you're doing wrong. But then the question isn't comedy free speech? Do you know what I mean?
I shall jump in here and say that's a very interesting thing. Sorry, just what you say, that incident. So as Tony has mentioned, it happened over the past weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's blue check. People can. I mean, that's what you're doing. You're paying for You're paying for the blue check. Where individuals,
Well, not
high
just the blue
profile,
check, not just the blue
It
check.
is just
There's
the blue
a
check.
few. There's
A few other things.
a few other things.
The only reason people would get into that is the blue check.
Yeah.
There were a few high-profile individuals who changed their name to Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Their display name to Elon Musk rather than their handle, and their accounts were suspended. And Trump very publicly commented on. Did I just say Trump?
Yep. Yes, you did.
I am so
I'm
sorry.
like,
Elon Musk. Sorry, I am so sorry. Elon Musk very publicly commented on policy, something that, and where I say policy is moderation policy. That's a very moderation heavy thing, right? And not too long after the announcement of the acquisition and him checking in as the big boss and whatnot, he said we wouldn't, or there'd be no changes to moderation until some special board is appointed, which
Of which he's firing his board.
that's two contrasting.
Already.
That's two contrasting things. But anyway, carry on with your fight. I was very much enjoying this. One person says it'll be there'll be an exodus. Another person says, what did you say, Tony?
Me?
Yes.
No, I think here's my theory on why he bought Twitter eventually. I don't know if you know this, but he's trying to build a super app. So basically a WeChat for the entire rest of the universe outside China. Okay. And if you're familiar with WeChat, it's basically an all-in-one app where, think you can reserve a hotel, you can chat with your friends, you can order a cab, you can do basically a whole lot of either payments inside. You can do a whole lot of things just by having one application. And I think X.com is what that is going to be, right? If you don't know X.com, go do some reading.
So what's wrong with your language today?
I guess I'm hungry, guys. I'm hungry. You need to subscribe so that I can be fed by these guys.
First of all, you're the one who refused to let us get food earlier on.
So please,
wait, Cheeky, don't listen to him. Subscribe because you enjoy our content, not
let that be secondary. Subscribe to feed us. But anyways, that's besides all jokes aside. That's one motivation, and I think buying Twitter is he might either change or morph Twitter to be that particular app, which I don't think is a high probability, just because Twitter, everyone, the branding of Twitter is like a social media, right? I think he's going to probably leverage the 450 million daily active users on Twitter to, try either monetize or capitalize on that audience to shift towards into using this. I don't know if it's going to be called X app or whatever it's going to be called. And yeah, I think Twitter is a very strategic buyout, and free speech and whatever yada is just.
And by the way,
well, that's a strong word, by the way, but it's a stepping stone to something else. And again, this is theory. Do not take my word for it. But I can't wait to see how it turns out. I know there's people migrating out of Twitter, but dude, it's 450 million. I don't think everyone migrating put a huge dent in the terms of like, even if 50 million people went to Mastodon, like 400 million is still like quite a chunk for user base to work with. So I'm not worried for the future of Twitter.
What are your thoughts? No, three of you. What are your thoughts on
him? You're including guy behind the mic?
Yes.
He doesn't want to be here. He's not really listening to us. If you could see what's on his phone, right? He doesn't care. He's just here to monitor the sound.
He's on Twitter.
No, he's not. Anyway, sorry, your question.
Your thoughts on Elon Musk firing his board?
I mean, it's a private company. You don't need a board anymore. Well, theoretically, like a board is option of a private company. It's not option of a public company.
I think, and it's with all the sackings that have been happening at Twitter.
Not just at Twitter, but there's been massive tech layoffs happening.
Yes, no, but okay. So interesting point. Meta has laid off 11,000 people.
Yeah.
Yes. That's just
Stripe laid
by
off.
the way. So no, but you see, with Twitter it's different. I'm going to partially say he doesn't know exactly what he's doing.
I disagree though.
And I mean it this way. He has checked in. I mean, yes, the bottom line is profitability. That's his goal with
I mean, he needs to recover 44 billion.
He does. That's his goal, profitability. That's why the Twitter Blue thing is doing $8 a month. That's why he's laid people off. But at the same time, you check in, you sack top officials, you check in, you
sacking staff via email,
you sack staff members. You've barely got into the door and you're saying, okay, you fired, you pack your bags and go. I don't know why you're still here. You don't really, I mean, regardless of who you are and your business sense, you don't know who is crucial to something. For instance, think of it as a dev, right? you've checked into a dev team as lead dev, and you're taking over a product development, whatever. And you're like, okay, you look like the least productive member of this team. You go, etc., right? What are the odds that one of the individuals you've let go has made some contribution, some obscure contribution to the code base that no one else knows about? But when things go sideways, okay, how does this work? How does like just magnify that? So yes, he might know what he's doing, but he also might not know what he's doing.
I think people have a history of underestimating Elon. Like, check his track record. Like, all his startups started with the same sort of sentiment of underestimating what he can do. And I think at the same time, his track record proves that I'm not scared of being an enemy or being looked at as if I'm doing something wrong. And you can see the success that most of his companies have had, all the way starting from PayPal to SpaceX to Tesla to maybe other ventures that I probably don't know about.
But you see, that's different. Those are startups.
No, but that's the thing. He bought most of, besides SpaceX, Tesla wasn't his. He didn't start Tesla. He bought Tesla.
Okay, fair enough.
Right? I do find one thing funny though, where he asked Tesla engineers to inspect a social media application code. I mean, as a developer, yeah, you can be able to read code, yes, but it's different. Like, you can't give me 48 hours to tell you I think X was engineered wrong and whatever it is. But at the same time, when it comes to layoffs, well, how he did it, probably not the best way to do it. But I also understand where he's coming from, because Twitter had almost 5,000 employees, even if I'm not undercutting it, and slashing them by half means he's going to recover a huge chunk of his money. Okay, because if we all know Twitter wasn't a money-making machine.
Yeah.
It was running at a loss, if anything. But then the running at a loss was because they needed to raise more money, and raising more money, you can only raise more money by proving that you need to hire more talent, so that eventually the talent builds something that is monetizable, and it becomes this whole vicious cycle of whatever it is. So there definitely probably were redundant roles at Twitter, or roles that didn't seem like the impact. Like, every role I believe has a matrix impact into the overall vision and like product roadmap. And if, let's say, that impact is below a certain threshold, I think any businessman who's running a private company would ideally want to slash it out, because it's hurting you more than it's helping you gain. So in a way, yes, we need to stop looking at it from as if Twitter is a public company, and he just...
It's not.
Because it's not.
Wait, Twitter hadn't gone public, no.
It was public.
Oh, it was public?
Yeah, you could buy Twitter stocks. That's why he bought it at 54 share.
So it was listed, then he unlisted it.
Yeah, so what is it called? NSE? That's Nairobi.
Nairobi. Anyway, the equivalent, equivalent there.
The New York Stock Exchange. Yes, it will delist Twitter if it hasn't happened already. The moment the transaction happened, boom, you're not private. I mean, you're not public anymore. So, yeah, like, we all need to think of this, one, as a businessman, and I do tend to agree there are probably better ways to fire someone than a cold email. But it's not personal.
It's just business.
Lord, business.
I think. Not like I'm supporting Elon. I know I sound like an Elon fanatic now.
No. It's at the end of... I'm going to digress a bit, but at the end of the road, it'll always be about the bottom line. The
bottom line. And right now, he sets the bottom line.
He does. I don't know. Like I said, he'll probably come to know better as things go. Like, when I say know better, I still stand by he doesn't.
I mean,
have a complete
he's new to
grasp of
social
what he's
media.
doing. I don't think he has a full grasp of what he's doing just yet. It's more of some ad lib here and there, and that's what I think. That's what I believe. But he will find his way. As to whether
if you really think about it, he paid 44 billion for a text editor. If you really think about it, he paid 44 billion for a text editor.
Which text editor?
Twitter is a text editor.
Twitter is a text editor. I mean, it's just a text editor where everyone where you can't
can edit.
delete.
You can edit now.
Or you can delete.
Eh?
But
You have to be on blue. I mean, yeah, you can edit. You just have to pay dollars.
now that you've mentioned, do you think he'll put Twitter behind a paywall?
Like entirely.
Yes.
No, I don't think so. Reason being, like, how we've seen the internet companies run is the moment a free product becomes a paid product, you start losing. Like that's the history of internet companies. Is users are not willing to pay for something that was free.
I'm going to throw you for a loop here. I mean, yes, I get that, but one, would putting Twitter behind a paywall, like, now this is my theory, my thought process, and would putting Twitter behind a paywall do get rid of the riffraff, as it were, and the bots? Would it do that? Potentially, yes.
I mean,
would that exodus of the let's say the trolls, because there's no troll who, okay, there are very few trolls who'd be willing to pour out hard cash, to just keep trolling when there are free platforms out there. Would it drive the quality of content and whatnot up? Perhaps. And if that happens, then that instantly becomes a more attractive proposition to advertisers.
No, but again, it's free speech. And advertisers don't really like free speech.
Yes, no. So I say this because there have been a number of companies that have posted their ads on Twitter amid concerns of
it's just because of free speech.
Yeah, no, for sure, I get that. But now what I'm driving at is putting Twitter behind a paywall it's like what? It's like the gentrification of an area. You get rid of all the mabati structures or the iron sheet structures. Get rid of them. You put up flowers. You put all those nice things, and you attract
a different audience.
That different audience opens you up to different opportunities
and different content being put up.
Not necessarily different content.
I don't know. I think Twitter is Twitter because Twitter is Twitter.
You've said nothing there.
No. I think what makes Twitter Twitter and what pulls users back is that idea of speculation and like, I could easily have a thought and in 40 characters just push it to the wild.
It's 280. It's 280 now.
It's 40, I think, for a general user.
Eh?
I think if you're verified, it's 240. I'm not sure. Anyways.
No. They expanded the... Hold on.
Hey, that should tell you I'm not a big Twitter user.
The one who handles our Twitter account.
Yes.
Who's that?
You.
I'm talking to you.
No, I'm asking the one who handles our Twitter account.
It's 240.
It's 280.
It's
280.
It's Michael who handles the
Wait,
Twitter
cheeky.
account. When you say YouTube,
It's 280 characters.
why you lying?
Snitches go get stitches.
Snitches.
Go and get stitches.
Anyway, it's 280 characters.
Yes. Where was I with the thought process?
You have a random thought, and in 280 characters,
You can be able to push it out to the world, and you have an audience who can blow it out for you. And also the idea that like verification meant something, right? Like outside the symbol of being famous or whatever, it brought about credibility, right? There are government agencies, there are politicians, there are, impactful influencers, and I say that intentionally, who who made it like, who pulled a certain audience into the platform and created a certain authenticity in what Twitter is today. But if you now picture a scenario where you log in into Twitter and every account is blue.
That's why you have official.
Wait.
Let's skip the PR.
So certain, at least at this time, certain accounts, in addition to the blue check mark, are getting official, an official badge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Official.
Yeah, blue was already official. It was official enough.
It was official enough.
Enough.
I guess to wind things up, what in as few words as possible, how do you see the future of Twitter panning out?
Like I said at the beginning, might go two directions, or it's either be the foundation of X app, or it's going to be a driver for the X app.
Okay, got it.
Got it?
Got it.
Got it.
And yourself?
For myself, I think Twitter might gain new audiences, users, or it might have a mass exodus. But we shall wait and see what happens.
All right. Mine is one word. Wait, don't kill the mosquito. Murderer. Anyway. Nicely played. My one word is circus.
Circus.
Yes, it'll be a circus all the way through. Just look at all the media coverage that's.
But that's right now. Let it
no.
settle and let's see what happens.
When has Elon Musk not been, since he came to the public eye? When has he not been
a topic?
Yes.
A hot topic.
So that's how it'll be. That's how it'll be. I mean, just look at, hey, we've got a blue check, but since we introduced this new blue check system, let's also introduce an official patch. It'll be a circus all through. That's my thought. I do see it losing some users. Depending on how the next few months pan out, it might lose some users. Many users, it might go the Facebook route in terms of not being hip and cool with the kids these days. Did I sound like a young guy just now?
You sounded like an old guy dissing young guys.
Okay, anyway, yes, that's my thought.
As we close, one last thing. From a product perspective, I think this is really exciting because we've not seen a product that is being built in public at scale as we are seeing right now.
That is true.
And I think that will set precedent for a whole lot of things. Like it's going to be probably a case study for business schools or MBAs in like 5-10 years from now.
That's a good thought. And that's actually a wise thought. That's a smart thought. Kumbe, you're capable of anyway.
Of thinking.
Get behind the mic. Do you want to say anything? Wait, Chiki, just
ask me. Ask me.
Would you buy to be blue?
Would you pay for Twitter Blue?
For Flu Talks, maybe.
For yourself?
For myself, no, I don't have a Twitter account, so
it doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't.
Excellent.
But my thoughts.
Chiki. Okay, thanks.
Keep thinking.
Thanks, guy behind the mic.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you for that.
And on that note, let us know, would you pay, or what do you think the future of Twitter looks like? Gracias, muchachos.
On that note,
FTG out.